This is Sensei Bach, the world's greatest martial arts master. And you're listening to the Slam Fam Wrestling Network. Welcome to the family.
Thompson and Eric Bischoff. Eric, let me ask you, off the chest of Timothy Regal, who booked this shit?
Unfortunately, folks, this is not 80. Unfortunately for us, this is not 83 weeks. This is episode 83 of Off the Chest of Timothy Regal. I wish it was 83 weeks. We'd be making a whole lot more money on this.
Send us money.
We'll give you our PayPal. Send us money. Yeah, sure.
I'll give you my PayPal, pal.
I, of course, am one of the co-hosts in pro wrestling in the state of Iowa, as heard on What Happened When Monday.
Oh, fuck. Have we not had an episode since then?
We haven't yet. We recorded, then I ended up on What Happened When. So that made me even more famous than I already was.
Oh, his stock's just going through the roof, guys.
But I, of course, am Timothy Regal, joined as always by the 7-star mind Alex McCarthy.
What's up, Regal?
Alex, before we get going, I do want to send a real quick shout out to somebody, a friend of ours, Mr. Christian Rose.
Yes.
Christian Rose, for some of you may remember him from SCW a few years back. Funky Monkey, Dreamwave Wrestling.
Dreamwave.
Been all over the Midwest
Zero
stalwart.
Pro Heavyweight Champion, I believe.
0-1, yeah.
0-1 USA.
Was due to wrestle Paco at St. Louis Anarchy this weekend.
Yeah.
I was actually really looking forward to that because I'm going to be able to watch that show live. But unfortunately, Rose, who is a good friend, I consider him a friend. I think has a great mind for the business. Unfortunately, he had to cancel the booking. He was feeling a little under the weather. Thankfully, he went to the hospital and they found out that he has a pretty serious medical condition and he's going to be out of action for some time.
I think they said at least 6 months.
Yeah, at least 6 months. Of course, he is a trainer at Zawa, at the Zawa Academy. Trained our good buddy Dak Wrestleford.
Mm-hmm.
So we wish him a speedy recovery, and thoughts and prayers go out to him today. Obviously, I'm going to say it, we are recording on 9/11 on Tuesday. So shout out to that. As always, thoughts and prayers.
Where were you?
Where was I?
Yeah.
I was literally, and I know it sounds cliche, I was working at the grocery store. I was up, literally, legs stretched out on the love seat, eating a bowl of Cheerios when it happened, and watching the Today Show as it happened. So, yeah, I was live, sitting on my couch.
I was, so you had been about, 22 years old?
In 2001, yeah, 22.
Yep. Because I was 12 years old, and I was in 6th grade, and they didn't tell us what was going on. They brought in the TV, and we started watching, I believe it was CBS News, and they only let us watch for about an hour, and I think, honestly, letting us watch for about an hour was worse off than if they wouldn't have let us watch at all, because I remember thinking, I was thinking, oh, by now they've blown up the White House, they've blown up the Golden Gate Bridge. I thought that they were just going to have, that there was going to be no United States of America at all left after this attack. And, because, I was 12 years old, so I was pretty young, pretty naive, pretty innocent. I had this idea, and I don't know how it was for an older person. I had this idea in my head that we, as the United States of America, were kind of infallible. Nothing could touch us, nothing could hurt us. And so the fact that, we were attacked was just, unfathomable to me. And so once I had that understanding, that sort of concept of our own vulnerability as a nation, I kind of, my own anxious, paranoid mind kind of went to the worst.
I mean, you were 12, so I mean,
Yeah.
you're. I mean, I'm sure you are the 7-star mind. You're a pretty intelligent 12-year-old, but at 12 years old, I mean, I can only imagine what that was like. Thankfully for me, I was essentially an adult at that point. I kind of knew what was going on. I tell this story because it's always the thing that I always remember. Where you were you in Dubuque by that point?
I was in Regal. I lived in Dubuque until I was 25.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought you were born someplace else. I can't remember.
No, I was.
So you're in Dubuque. In the Quad Cities, I remember it literally being not essentially the same as it was today. Not a cloud in the sky, beautiful day, and I had to go to the grocery store to work. I think at about 10 a.m., 10 or 11 maybe. And I remember going to the grocery. I remember driving to work and. I just remember thinking how quiet it was. Like, I was the only car that I saw the entire drive to work. And just walking into the grocery store where I worked, and there wasn't a single person there. I remember walking in, my manager said, "Hey, take care of the customers. We're literally on a conference to figure out what we're going to do." They actually opted to stay open to be of service to the community, figuring we need to be of service to the community. People are still going to need products. We're gonna go ahead and stay open.
Did businesses close? I don't remember.
A lot of businesses did. I know, like casino, like essentially most non-essential businesses, I pretty much do believe did close. I know a lot of pharmacies, a lot of stuff like that, they closed up. I worked for Eagle Country Market. We opted to stay open because it was a thing, but literally it was just a day of being in a fog and not, but like we were all just kind of standing around, and I just remember going home and it was like, what's going on? It's like,
I remember my brother Carter was right. Well, he would have been born in August of 2000, so he was just over a year old. The next only thing on our TV was Disney Junior cartoons and MSNBC.
Yeah. My brother-in-law at the time actually was playing golf when Air Force One flew over the Quad Cities.
Wow.
So yeah, but that was it. I will say to spin this back to wrestling. If you haven't ever seen it, go on the WWE Network and go watch the SmackDown. It would have been September
13th, I believe.
14th.
September 11th was on a Tuesday.
Yes, 13th or 14th. September 13th or 14th.
Because SmackDown was still on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay. Go on the network, watch the September 13th SmackDown. It was literally the first gathering after 9/11. They went live on Thursday. Lillian Garcia's national anthem, I actually watched that this morning. It is one of the most heartwarming moments, I think, in wrestling history. I mean, and they just killed it. Everybody on the stage, like when you see Bubba Ray Dudley and Stone Cold Steve Austin trying not to cry, it's a moment that I think if you have.
They went live that night.
They went live on Thursday, not on the 11th,
yeah.
but on Thursday. They were in Houston to do a show, and they basically said, we're going to wait 2 days. We're going to do the show live on Thursday night, essentially as a tribute. And yeah, it's a pretty amazing show to watch in the context of where we were at the time. Of course,
so much changed that day.
And of course, and I being like one of my favorite moments as a Green Bay Packer fan is the Packers did the first Monday Night Football game after the week after, and I try to remember. I think it might have been Antonio Freeman came running out with the American flag and planted it in the 50-yard line. But Alex, enough heaviness talk. Let's have a little fun here.
Yeah.
You said you had some topics, but you weren't going to tell me what they were.
The first thing I need to talk about, while we're on the topic of not talking about wrestling, I need to talk about Sunday night's game. So I have sources.
Oh, you have sources.
I'm the 7-star mind. I have insider sources.
In the NFL?
Yes.
Wow.
All over, yeah.
Okay.
And I found out that, if you watch the first quarter of that game, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Carter was much more talented. Aaron Rodgers mean-mugged the camera after every piss-poor play he played in that game in the first quarter. He was playing like trash. So what he did, almost a throwback to pro wrestling. He worked an injury. He managed to fake an injury so he could go back. And I have seen hidden camera footage from the Green Bay Packer locker room that shows the illegal drugs he took in the locker room. When he came back in the third quarter, he cheated to win the game. And I believe that the commissioner of the NFL, John Goodman, Roger Goodall, right?
Yes.
He's going to reverse the decision.
How
awesome was Khalil Mack in the first half of that game, though? Objectively, Regal.
Khalil Mack. I'm not going to lie. That dude scares me.
Yeah.
And to keep in mind that he only had about 2 days of practice.
Right.
I can only imagine what it'd be like when he gets some more to his belt. No, you guys in the first half, the Bears definitely looked good. I was scared as hell when Aaron Rodgers got injured, but obviously
Hell of a worker.
Aaron Rodgers.
I think McMahon should bring him in for WrestleMania 35.
Will you be serious? Aaron Rodgers is one of the toughest guys I think to ever play the game, and literally went out there in the second half, played on one leg, and
Did you watch his interview after the game? Dude, it looked like he was on painkillers.
He's yoked.
Come on, how can he be allowed to play like that? How can he be allowed to play like that under the influence of that kind of
literally
drugs?
he was barely coherent.
He was high as a kite. That's what I'm talking about.
The crazy thing is, high as a kite, he can still play football better than almost anybody in the world.
Because he's under the influence.
Because the man is amazing.
If somebody would have tried to play stoned, that would have been a problem. But he can get loaded up on drug.
I can only imagine him on the sideline. I'm seeing 3 of every receiver. Aim for the one in the middle.
So you admit that Aaron Carter was on drugs?
Aaron Rodgers
was on drugs.
No,
thank you.
No, but he was. I don't think he was feeling a lot of pain. Hopefully he will be okay. That would be disastrous for the Green Bay Packers season. And potentially disastrous for some of my fantasy football teams.
Because that's what's important, Regal.
That is very important. Did you hear our buddy Merrick Brave was on the QC Hassel Sports Show again today?
I didn't listen to it. I heard he was on it.
Yes. Fortunately, I was at work. You were at work. So
yeah.
But I do believe they do release the show in podcast form if you would like to hear it. So go check out QC Hassel, our good friends over there. Merrick Brave becoming a pretty frequent guest.
I think he's been one of the guys that takes some time off. I think he's been a fill-in host.
Yeah, he of course, anybody knows Merrick knows he is an expert. As I say, Merrick Brave is an expert in about 3 things: professional wrestling, fantasy football, and Guitar Hero.
Is he a good Guitar Hero player?
Oh, dude, back in the day, you could not touch Merrick Brave on Guitar Hero.
Okay, I thought you were going to say something different for the third one, but I won't say it on the podcast.
No.
All right, so one of my topics was actually the post 9/11 Raw, or SmackDown, so we already covered that.
Okay.
Did you hear the story about Jimmy Hart and the Ku Klux Klan?
No, I did not.
All right, yeah, I'll tell you about this one. So, Jimmy Hart tweets out today, Twitter, can you please verify me? There is a fake Jimmy Hart account out there that says I'm going to be a part of a Ku Klux Klan rally next week. I have nothing to do with these people. I want nothing to do with these people. Can you please verify me so that people are not mistakenly thinking that I'm the supporter of the Ku Klux Klan?
That is pretty amazing. Well, Jimmy, that would definitely hurt him because he's got a business. You know where you can get a good drink in Daytona Beach, Florida?
Where?
Jimmy Hart's Hall of Fame Bar and Tiki Deck.
I've heard of that.
It's got ratings on Yelp.
There were a lot of replies about that.
It's actually ranked 5 stars. Did Dave Meltzer rank it?
I don't know.
It's ranked 5 stars.
I don't know. But then one of the replies said, "Damn, I was really hoping to meet you at the rally." I was like, Jesus.
That's got to be so. I pray that is somebody trolling.
I hope that's a troll. But seriously, though, kind of surprising that Jimmy Hart's not verified.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people actually, especially in wrestling, that you think would be verified that aren't.
And there's some that are like, what? You're really verified?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Twitter should verify me, but
okay. Lex Luger's not verified. King Kong Bundy's not verified. Scott Steiner's not verified?
Scott Steiner should be verified 141 2/3 times.
Definitely. Michael Hayes not verified.
Hey, I got an idea.
Verified.
We're going to get me verified. Does Michael even know what verified is?
I don't know. But yeah, so poor Jim. What the hell? So there's this poll on Twitter right now.
Where is the rally at? That's what
I don't.
Is it at Jimmy Hart's Hall of Fame bar and Tiki Deck?
I hope there's not a fucking Ku Klux Klan rally at the Jimmy Hart's Hall of Fame bar.
You know they serve beer in cans.
So
can't have glass on the beach, so they said they got to serve the beer in cans.
Look at this. So under the Ring Report, whatever that is, would you like to see CM Punk back in wrestling? It's a poll. I voted no, and it has a check mark by where I voted, but it still says 100% of the votes are for yes.
The options on that, but no, on the options on that poll should be no, hell no, goddamn no, and fuck no. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, they were yes and no.
Nobody should want CM Punk back in wrestling, ever. Screw Punk. He's an asshole, dude.
We can't share that funny on the air.
Oh, wow. No, we can't.
Oh, God.
For those of you wondering why we're laughing, go
follow at Malice
follow at Malice Cuz Twitter. We're not going to repeat him on the air. Our buddy Malice will be wondering why, but
like, I'm pretty sure Jordynne Grace is verified.
Hey,
is Jordynne Grace a bigger star than Jimmy Hart?
Well, I got 2 pictures of her at StarCast. I didn't get in with Jimmy Hart. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, because he turned you down.
Jimmy wasn't at StarCast.
How much did you have to pay her?
$10
each time.
No. I bought her. One time I paid her 10 because I just wanted the picture. Then I went back on Sunday and decided I wanted a copy of DMs of a female pro wrestler.
That needs to be an episode of Bells in a Cell.
I'm gonna bring that for Margaret. That's gonna be an episode of Bells in a Cell.
Check out in October. They're gonna have an episode of Bells every Thursday in October.
I will definitely bring that over
in honor of Evolution.
So she can do it. Let's just say I went through it. It's pretty amazing. There's some pretty amazing stuff.
How many of them were from you?
None. Surprisingly, none.
My sweet honey baby.
That's one thing. I can honestly say that's one thing I've never done.
DM a female pro wrestler something.
I've never tried to slide into anybody's DMs. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
If I want to say something dirty to you, I'll just say it to your face.
I know. I know from personal experience.
I
got new guests coming later too.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who is it?
It's a surprise.
Surprise guest?
Yeah.
I hope it's Zack Ryder. You know Zack Ryder's got a new podcast.
What up, bro? It's me, Zack Ryder.
Zach's got a new podcast.
Does he?
It's him and Kurt Hawkins. They talk about wrestling action figures.
No, it's not Zack Ryder. All right, I gotta head to Ringside Chat for my next story that I found. It was Regal's old buddy, the homicidal, suicidal,
oh God,
genocidal,
we have to talk about that idiot,
death-defying Sabu. Where is it at? Did you see what happened?
I saw something.
All right, Taz tweeted, "Congratulations to you, Renee Young, first ever full-time Raw female commentator. Clap, clap, clap." Sabu quotes Taz in a tweet and says, "She is the first non-F word that I don't use, but she is still one of many you-know-what suckers." Did you see this?
Yeah, I saw it. Okay.
And then he later tweeted, "LOL, oh boy, I offended someone again. Ellipses, LOL, WTF."
Okay, here's the thing. First off, don't take away from Renee's accomplishment. She's done amazing work for years, and finally gets a spot. She's better than fucking Byron Saxton. She's better than fucking Jonathan Coachman. She's sure as fuck better than Booker T or David Otunga. So, yeah, fuck you if you don't like Renee Young being on Raw. Secondly, Sabu is a crazy bastard. The man is literally insane. He's probably brain damaged as hell from millions upon millions of chair shots that he's taken over the years. I will tell you, and I don't like to bury people, especially that come to this event, but I'm going to say it. A couple years back, Sabu was a guest at the George Tragos Luthez Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame weekend. I was actually super excited because Sabu, ECW. I mean, I literally used to worship the guy, right?
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday. Oh no, he's not Jesus.
You said you used to worship him.
But I love Sabu in ECW. Okay, he showed up late for fucking everything. He showed up late for the show. He showed up late to the autograph signing on Saturday. He showed up late to the dinner. Thus, I never got a picture with him. I never shook his hand. I never talked to him. If you're not going to come and at least take the event seriously, don't come. Why the hell can you not be on time? I understand your brain is mush and you probably can't read a clock, but he has the genie or whatever the hell she is, with the one that literally looks like Barbara Eden if she was still alive, because she'd be about that old.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He has this, I think it's his wife or girlfriend or whatever, that dresses in a genie costume that goes with him everywhere.
Why does she dress in a genie costume?
I don't fucking know. And she looks probably like, if Barbara Eden was still alive, what Barbara Eden would look like today.
Regal, you're such a hater. Why you gotta hate on people?
So, anyway. Sabu, I mean, he's fucking late. And I'm literally, and of course, some people that we know who I won't name in this instance, are all excited to meet him. And I'm like, I'm literally not giving him any of my money if he's not going to at least bother to be on time and be respectful and show up. It's like, screw him. It's the same reason I still don't like Lex Luger, because Lex was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame and didn't show up because he got a paid booking that weekend. So yeah, no, if you're not gonna, Sabu, I mean, literally, he's an asshole. Screw him. Why would you tweet that? I mean, again, my only assumption is he did this because his brain is fucking mush. But why would you do that in any plausible form? You should know in 2018 that unless you're at the roast of Bruce Pritchard at StarCast, you can't say shit like that. Now, at the roast of Bruce Pritchard, we said a whole bunch of shit. I've got that on Fight TV, by the way, at some point where me and you need to watch that. Because it's pretty amazing. But, no, screw Sabu. That's what I got to say about that.
All right, Regal. You're blowing through my topics awful fast.
I'm sorry.
I only have 2 left. 1 left.
I got a few, don't worry.
This is my last one. What do you think about the 205 Live guys showing up on Raw?
Okay.
Apparently Leo Rush is now Bobby Lashley's manager.
Yes. Okay, so apparently, for those...
Oh, sorry, wrong show.
Is he the guest?
No.
No, not for him. Okay.
No.
Damn, that would have been fun.
No.
So apparently, the rumor on this is that Vince McMahon...
Also, let's be clear. The source on this rumor is the fucking Spotlight.
I actually think this one may actually be true, though. It
sounds plausible, but it's still the fucking Spotlight.
But this to me sounds like something that the crazy old billionaire would actually do.
I mean, from a business standpoint, it makes sense.
Yeah, it actually really does. Because literally, okay, so here's the thing, and I'm going to give a little background here because in case people, this just came out, so I'm going to give a little background in case people haven't seen it. The 205 Live guys, the Cruiserweight roster, most of them do not work house shows. For some of the main roster house shows, they've been having Cedric Alexander, I believe with the Raw crew, defending against a random Cruiserweight. They may do one 205 Live showcase match on the SmackDown house shows. Tony Nese works the Florida Loop NXT house shows against guys, okay? which I found kind of odd.
But you know what? That's valuable for those guys.
Well, yeah, and that is. But for the most part, they're paying these guys on the roster to literally work 1 day a week.
Mm-hmm.
If they get a match.
Yeah.
So, the rumor, as it states, is that Vince McMahon said, why am I only paying all these guys to work 1 day a month? We need to find something else for these guys to do. So...
all on Raw.
So, basically, Drake Maverick is now the manager of the Authors of Pain. And, as of last night, Lio Rush is the manager for Bobby Lashley. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Lio Rush with Bobby Lashley...
I love it.
I love the idea of this. Because I'll be honest with you.
Is Lashley a heel now, though?
Basically, essentially, yes.
Okay.
Bobby can't talk for shit.
And Leo's a fucking... I love
that. And Leo can talk the bark off a tree. So, Leo has a natural charisma about him that obviously, and let's face it, Lio Rush is small by cruiserweight standards.
Yeah.
So, he's going to be able to work in the cruiserweight division, but he's not a guy that can make that transition. Right. There are a few guys in the cruiserweight division that I think could. Cedric, Mustafa, Drew.
What did Drew do on Raw?
Drew did something with Braun Strowman. I think he was one of the people that attacked the Shield for whatever reason, which I don't quite get that either.
Okay. I don't understand why Braun's a heel again all of a sudden.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
So having the cruiserweight guys work in that capacity, whether as managers, whatever. I mean, I get it from a business standpoint. You're paying these guys, try to get something out of them more than 1 or 2 matches a month, because otherwise you're giving them a paid vacation.
Right.
Now, granted, I'm sure, I hate to say this, but I'm guessing that a lot of the cruiserweight guys aren't getting a whole lot of money. I know.
Why don't they do the UK thing then and let them work indie dates?
I kind of think that. I also
and pay them significantly less.
I've also noticed they have let certain cruiserweights. I know Jack Gallagher just opened a Pro Wrestling Tees store, so I think they're letting some of these guys actually do their own merch on Pro Wrestling Tees because it's obvious that WB is saying, "Well, we really don't have a merch plan for you, so." If you want to go sell your own merch online, you can do that. I think Drew Gulak's Pro Wrestling Tees store is still open. You can get, and I think you can get the Gulak stuff that they put out there, because I know there's a Gulak for a better 205 Live T-shirt, but I think that the stuff that he did on the Indies you can actually still get.
So now I'm going to ask you a question that I asked you probably several months ago.
Okay.
Is 205 Live still a death sentence for your career?
I don't think so. I think they've done an amazing job post Zotrain era to rebuild the brand.
Okay, but I'm saying no. What I mean is, is 205 Live the end of the road for these guys? I think in my head, as long as Vince McMahon is in charge, and I said this a while back, as long as Vince is in charge, if he looks at you and sees that label cruiserweight, he'll never push you. I think that's his sign. If you're a cruiserweight, you'll never main event WrestleMania. You'll never be able to compete on Raw or SmackDown outside of a cruiserweight division match. I still think it's a death sentence. I don't think we're going to see, and maybe, I'm just imagining, could you imagine in the draft lottery, all of a sudden, Cedric Alexander gets drafted to SmackDown? Do you ever see something like that happening?
I mean, you still got a few guys that are cruiserweight guys.
It doesn't. But what I'm saying is there are cruiserweights on the main roster, but I think at least in Vince's eyes, being on that Purple Brand show, being labeled as a cruiserweight is a stigmatism that he won't work around. I still kind of believe that.
Unfortunately, you're probably right. Which is really terribly unfortunate because I will say, I've said this for several months, I think Mustafa Ali is one of the best wrestlers in the world right now.
Yeah. There's so much talent on 205 Live.
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy. We never...
Who knew?
Even in NXT, which is known for finding the potential in guys. And I thought Buddy Murphy was the drizzling shits in NXT. I thought he was more boring than watching paint dry. And he fucking is having a career resurgence on 205.
Did you watch NXT this week, by the way?
I think so. I don't remember.
Did you see the Forgotten Sons versus the Street Profits match?
Is there something about it I should have remembered?
The fact that it was amazing?
Yeah, it was good, yeah.
I'm happy to see Wesley Blake back doing something.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about those guys.
Yeah, it's Wesley Blake, Steve Cutler, and used to be Gunner in TNA. I can't remember. Braxton something or other. But no, I actually like the gimmick, and they had a awesome match with the Street Profits to open up NXT this week. So, yeah, but no, Buddy Murphy. I mean, Blake and Murphy, they were NXT Tag Champs, then they broke them up, and it's like, God, neither of these guys is going anywhere. And then all of a sudden, Buddy Murphy shows up on 205 Live, and it turns out, holy shit, this guy can really work.
Because wasn't it like Wonderful Wesley Blake?
Beautiful Blake was what they were having Wesley Blake work as a gimmick for a while. And Buddy Murphy had basically disappeared, and I at one point was speculating that he was going to get cut. Despite who your significant other may be, occasionally it doesn't help you. I mean, Wesley Blake, let's be honest, Buddy Murphy also the luckiest man in the world, so... it's he gets to go home,
Yeah.
Alexa and yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited. It's also weird. It's like in terms of canon and storyline, are Raw and 205 Live two separate universes now?
I basically think that's kind of where it is. The 205, because Drake Maverick comes out on Monday with AOP and then comes out on Tuesday, and hey, it's me, Drake Maverick, the 205 Live general manager. So
right. So when he introduced himself with AOP originally, he probably shouldn't have said, "You know me as the general manager of 205 Live."
Now the thing with Leo Rush is you can have Leo Rush essentially be the same Leo Rush managing Bobby Lashley.
Unless they're have you watched it?
I have not seen it yet.
I haven't either. What if they're trying to present Rush as a babyface?
Yeah, I'm assuming. I'm just going to assume Leo Rush is it's a heel because it's Leo Rush.
Yeah.
And Leo Rush is just a natural heel.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've actually seen him work as a baby, and he's great at it. But
work rate wise, I could see him being a good baby.
Yeah, but he is so because he was a babyface when he first started getting his indie notoriety, and then he heel turned in CZW for a feud with Joey Janela, and then when he made the heel turn, it just took it to a whole new level.
Sure.
Essentially, they double turned because Joey was the heel originally, and Leo was the baby, and then they basically double turned him.
Nice.
And it's one of the most famous independent wrestling feuds I think in the last 10 years. Of course, it's also famous for a viral video clip that. Let's sell a pile driver off the top of a ladder through a table.
Oh, yeah.
Let's cause Jim Cornette to have a coronary.
Oh, who cares about Jim Cornette?
God damn! Fucking Cody and the Bucks had a great show, then they ruined it with the fucking dick guy. Motherfuckers!
Oh, Jim, if you would have booked the dick guy, you would have loved it.
I would have never booked the fucking dick guy. Fucking stupid, silly bullshit. Fuck that fucker. I don't even know what his fucking name is. I call him the fucking dick guy because I don't care. It's fucking stupid shit.
For those of you wondering, Jim Cornette is not the new guest on the show this week.
I should be the new guest. I got my own podcast.
And it's terrible.
Jim Cornette's Drive-Thru.
Let me tell you something, baby.
Dusty, it's good to see you.
Get out of here, Cordy. I need to talk to Regal.
What's up, Dust?
What's going on, baby?
How you doing?
I'm doing great, as you know. So I gotta tell you something, Regal.
What's up?
Let me ask you something, Regal. Let me tell you something, baby. Did you hear who the new guest is?
I didn't hear yet.
You don't know?
Alex won't tell me.
Of course he won't tell you.
He told you.
Of course he told me, baby. Me and Alex, we playing golf every other weekend, baby.
Dream, I got a question for you, Dream.
What's going on, baby?
What do you think about that? What do you think about that rematch?
Oh, Cody and Nick Aldis in the
going on
70th anniversary of the NWA?
Going down in Nashville.
Yeah, you know what I think about that?
What?
Should have been in Waterloo.
Should have been Waterloo?
The birthplace of the NWA.
I added Lagana today in a tweet saying, hey, we do need an NWA title match at the Hall of Fame show.
Who said that?
I did.
Yeah.
And I added Dave Lagana. So
Yeah, I think Alex said that to him in person at the Hall of Fame show this year.
You know who's going to be there for the rematch?
Who's going to be there?
Doug Ritter.
Doug Ritter, that eight? No, which was the one I don't like?
You don't like Matt Ritter.
Oh, that's right, baby.
Doug used to be at both Cody and Aldis matches.
That's pretty sweet, baby. I'm sure he won't be the only one.
It's 5 minutes from his house.
I'm sure he won't be the only one. But I just came in to say that I'm so excited for the new host this week.
You mean the new guest?
The new guest.
I'm the host. Alex is the
Regal,
host.
baby, I think I'm the host.
You going to host, Dusty?
I think so. But let me tell you something, baby, because this is somebody that I know very well.
Oh.
This is somebody that I worked with down in Florida. This is somebody I booked in WCW.
Is it Kevin Sullivan?
Maybe, baby. I'm not telling you anything. Alex swore me to secrecy.
Okay.
Swore me to secrecy. But I'm going to get out of here, baby. I'll come back later to do the plug.
What did he do to you?
I swore him to secrecy.
I was hoping Dusty would say it one more
Dusty's
time.
gone. You just watched him leave.
Yeah, he left.
Bye, Dust. I don't know why he doesn't ever want to talk to me.
He always talks to me.
I figured too much awesomeness at the same time on the podcast.
But it's like Paul Heyman doesn't talk to me. He always talks to you.
Because Paul Heyman's a big fan of mine. I'm his favorite manager. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Did I send you the video of my match Friday night?
Yeah, I have not had a chance to watch it yet.
Of
I think I was asleep when you sent it.
Of course.
I've been getting up. I've been having to get up at 5 a.m. to go to work. I fall asleep early.
I managed Rashid Ali and Mingar
I
Brown.
saw that. You guys got the win.
We did. We beat the Enlightenment, those yoga hippies. I forgot to use my one line that I wanted to use, though.
What was your one line you wanted to use?
I wanted to say, you guys have already mastered downward-facing dog, and tonight you're going to master upward-facing lights. And they did. Isn't that pretty clever?
I did hear on good authority that the Girl Squad will never be on this show after what you did on Friday night.
Oh.
I heard Miss Peyton wasn't too happy with you.
No, Peyton was not very happy with me. There's no T, it's Peyton.
Okay.
At least I got her name right. Actually, I called her Polly. I stole a trick out of somebody else's book. Dust was talking to me. He asked if he could come on. He was so excited about the new guest. Usually doesn't even ask to come on. He just comes on.
I want to know, did you happen to run into the captain while you were there Friday night?
I did meet the captain.
Apparently Midnight Guthrie's a captain of a boat or something.
It's Captain Midnight. He has the best yacht. He's very rich. And he managed Brooke Valentine to victory against Quinn McKay in Quinn McKay's debut.
I like Quinn McKay.
I know you do.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. I can't do it anymore. That was a Conrad Thompson impersonation at the beginning of the show, by the way. Conrad's not really here. Conrad's not the new guest.
I wish... I could have tried. Well, I know you're definitely not the new guest.
When you're living, Regal.
Well, I know you're definitely not the new guest, Rick.
You don't know who it is, do ya?
No, I don't.
I'm here for one reason.
Is it the Black Scorpion?
No, it's not. I'm here for one reason and one reason only. To tell all the fat marks that listen to your show to go on WWEshop.com and purchase their... Is that where they buy tickets? Or they gotta go somewhere else for tickets? Purchase your tickets to Evolution. Be a part of the greatest night in history where Ashley's going to win the Raw Women's title, the SmackDown Women's title, the Divas title, the NXT Women's title, the NXT UK Women's title, and the Mae Young Classic. Ashley's going to win them all. It's going to be the greatest night in the history of women's wrestling.
Sure. I got nothing on that one, Rick. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Finally, you figured it out. You're not as stupid as I thought you were.
Hey, Rick.
What's going on?
What do you think about that NWA 70th anniversary match?
NWA 70th anniversary. Cody, Nick Aldis, one-on-one. Nashville, Tennessee. I do think it should have been in Waterloo. But I will say how the night's going to end.
How's it going to end, Rick?
The first ever NWA Money in the Bank contract is going to be cashed in, and the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion is going to be none other than Ashley, the first woman to hold the NWA World Heavyweight title.
Do you think that? How do you think Cody looks with the belt? I think he looks almost as good as you did, Rick.
He's doing a great job of keeping it warm for Ashley.
Do you like that? The 10 pounds of gold all shined up and all in.
I liked it, and he's doing a great job of keeping it warm for Ashley.
Okay.
Are you excited for the new guest?
I don't know who it is. I'm excited. Give me a hint. Who is
Somebody
it?
Dusty worked with in Florida.
That's a lot of people.
And again in WCW.
That's a lot of people.
And the other thing,
What?
former tag team partner of mine.
Is it Arn?
Former tag team partner of mine. That's all I can tell you. Alex told me I can give you one clue, and that's it. I'm not allowed to do the yes, no thing.
You had a lot of tag team partners,
I
Rick.
have a lot of tag team partners. There's only one person that I've never tagged with in a WWE or NWA ring that I'd love to get in there with and tag with. You know who it is, Regal?
Who's that?
Mason Beck.
Really?
No, it's not Mason Beck, you moron. It's Ashley.
Maybe you guys can do the mixed match challenge.
That's a great idea. I'm going to call Paul.
Okay, you call Paul.
All right, I'll talk to you later, Regal.
All right.
Woo!
Hey, Alex.
What's going on, Regal?
We made it through. Rick showing up without him chopping me.
Yeah.
I figured out a way to make it happen.
You just agree with it.
Agree with everything Rick
You just
says.
agree with that. Are you kidding me, Regal? You didn't genuinely agree with everything I was saying.
No.
You suck. You gotta wait until he's fully out of the.
I thought he was gone.
Hey, Margaret.
What?
You want to give the listeners a little preview of what some of the Bells episodes are going to be in October?
So far we have watch along with my friend Sydney, who's I've worked the merch table with at SCW a lot of times. The one thing I'm really excited about, I finally got to re-record my interview with Pasta Salsa, the 205 fan artist that's like basically as famous as a fan artist online is going to get. Up to the point of the guys from the roster like avidly follow her. And then I'm hoping to get another fan fiction episode up.
You weren't here for the announcement earlier. I do have a thing that you may be interested in. I did at StarCast pick up Jordine Grace's confession DMs of a female indie wrestler. I figured literally that could be an entire episode because...
Yeah, but the last time we did an episode heavily on sexism, we got a lot of flack for it.
It's pretty funny to read. I would like to point out again that I am not in the DMs of a female indie wrestler book.
Okay.
You're a liar.
Did Rick just show back up again?
I'm out of here. All right, Regal. Margaret, do you know who the new special guest is?
No?
Oh, okay. Well, neither does Regal.
As long as it's not Paul Bearer.
Oh, yes. It is I, Timothy Regal. But I am not the new special guest on Off the Chest of Timothy Regal.
Thank God. Now leave.
I will give you one clue, though.
Who is it, Paul?
Despite spending a lot of time together in the World Wrestling Federation, this former Intercontinental Champion never had a feud with my Undertaker.
Great.
That's the only clue you're gonna get.
Why did I mention his name? It's like Beetlejuice.
Every time you say his name, he shows up.
I know. I shouldn't mention his damn name. It's like goddamn Beetlejuice. Every time I mention that name, he shows up, and I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you gonna bring the new guest in now?
Yeah, you ready for him?
I'm ready. Who is it?
Hey, yo.
Scott?
We're gonna have a little survey here on the Off the Chest of Timothy Regal podcast. How many people listening at home tuned in to listen to Timothy Regal? I don't see any hands up, Chico.
Matt Ritter raised his hand.
I don't see any hands up, Chico. How many people came to listen to the guy who is oozing machismo, the bad guy, Razor Ramon? I'm going to chalk that up as one more for the bad guy.
Do I have to refer to you as Razor on the show, or are you Cowboy Scott Hall? Are you
you kidding me?
Are you Scott Hall from the NWO?
Chico?
Remember when you had the Magnum PI mustache? You wore the cowboy boots in the AWA?
You can just call me the bad guy.
Okay, the bad guy.
The bad guy, Razor Ramon.
What's on your mind, bro?
I've been driving through the streets of Davenport and the Quad Cities, and I have to say, the honeys here don't look anything like those women in Miami. They got too much clothes on, Regal. What can you do about that?
Well, it's not as hot as it is in Miami, bro. It's September.
But it is now because the bad guys here, I'm driving with my top down, is the best thing ever.
How's the DDPY working these days, man?
Oh, look at me. I look like $1 million.
You look great at StarCast. We remember we saw each other. We said hi, shook hands.
Then Doug Ritter got your business card, got my business card, sent it to Alex McCarthy, and he brought me in.
It's good to have you, man. I'm excited you're here.
Absolutely, Regal.
Wait, what else you got? You got anything on your mind?
I got a special gift just for you, Chico.
What is it? A toothpick? You already threw one at me.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Oh.
But I just came in to be on the show because I want to talk about my favorite wrestler in the whole world, who had the most bittersweet weekend in the history of wrestling.
Kevin Nash?
No. Friday night, 3XW, he was in a 15-man elimination scramble #1 contender match for the 3XW heavyweight title. And you know what, Chico? He won. I'm talking about the filth you can't wash off, the 6-star booty JT Energy.
You like the DJ click and play, huh?
Because on night 1, Friday night in Des Moines, he won that #1 contendership. And then Saturday night in Dubuque, he got pinned by my chica, Valentina Loca. Talk about going from the highest high to the lowest low.
I mean that was historic.
It was.
I mean, Valentina Loca and Reign Victoria.
Yeah.
They pulled off history.
I was there, Chico.
You were?
Well,
I didn't see you.
No, I wasn't there.
Oh.
But I watched it I saw it on Instagram.
You were checking out that Bells in a Cell Instagram?
Slam Fam Wrestling Network, Chico.
Oh yeah, Slam Fam.
You don't even know.
Well, because I always say Bells in a Cell because Margaret runs it and does an amazing, fantastic job.
She sure does. I just wish she had a couple more pictures of Razor.
I thought you were gonna say she had a couple more pictures of something else, but
I wish she had a couple more pictures of Reign Victoria and Valentina Loca, the new SCW Pro Tag Team Champions.
Dude, did you hear about, like, after the show? Like, nobody left the building. It was amazing. And when Reign Victoria and Valentina Loca came back out after winning and came out with the tag belts, I swear to God, I think everybody in the building took a picture.
I think so too. But you know, part of the reason why I think that they stayed as long as they did, because if you remember last time in June, Regal,
yeah,
Valentina and Reign,
yeah,
they got robbed by that sleazebag, Larry Lemons. He reversed the decision. It was highway robbery, Regal.
Well, I mean, Larry Lemons, I don't...
You're going to take the side of Larry Lemons, Chico?
No, never. That doesn't happen.
Fair enough. Alright, Regal, I got to get out of here. I got to go cruise with my top down. You keep your top up, okay?
Alright, bro.
No, I'm not your bro.
All right.
You can call me Mr. Razor Chico, sir.
Mr. Razor Chico, sir.
That's right.
All right. I'll see you later, Chico.
All right. Damn, Regal. That's huge.
Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon
The
on
bad
the
guy.
The bad guy. How many toothpicks did he throw
I
at you?
think 3. I stopped counting.
Oh, fair enough. Man, what a great addition to
Dude, we got a new guest for the podcast.
New guest.
It's been a good day.
It has been
Beautiful
a good day.
outside.
It really is. We should go outside more often.
You got to go to junior theater.
I gotta go work this shizu jizob sizoon.
I'm gonna have to edit this podcast.
You are. Actually, I mean, if we stop now, I might be able to get it up before I have to leave.
Okay.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I think we're good. Hey,
right.
Dust.
Let me tell you something, baby. I told you it's somebody that worked for me in Florida.
You were kidding.
And I worked with me again at WCW.
I mean,
all the clues I gave you, the clue I gave you, the clue Rick gave you.
You're such good friends with Scott. You joined the NWO.
I did. I was going to tell you that. I was in the NWO with him, but I thought that would have been a dead giveaway.
Yeah, well, I don't know. The NWO had about 40 guys in it at that point.
Yeah, but if I would have told you something that had something to do with me joining the NWO, you would have got it.
Yeah, I might have.
You're a little smarter than the average cat.
All right.
Now, you know 7-Star Mind, who you can follow at World Real Smart Alex. You're not sweet and sexy like Margaret Adele at Bells in the Cell. They say they got new podcasts coming out every week in October.
Every week.
In honor of Evolution.
Every week. Yep.
That's
in honor
awesome,
of Evolution.
baby.
It'll be great.
That's awesome. And then you can follow Timothy Regal at Off the Chest TR. You can follow the Slam Fam Wrestling, the podcast. You can follow the podcast at Off the Chest TR. Follow the network at Slam Fam Rest WREST. Go ahead and follow Instagram. Margaret does a great job. Slam Fam Wrestling. Go ahead and follow. Like us on Facebook, Slam Fam Wrestling Network. All right, baby, that's it for the American Dream. For Alex McCarthy, Timothy Regal. Oh, I see. They was airing reruns of Southpaw on the network, and I thought maybe they was gonna bring a new season, but then they stopped. It seems like, I don't know. Anyways, we'll see you at the show, baby. This Saturday Night Walkout, baby, it's gonna be Supreme Fight Machine. We'll see you at the show, baby.
All right.